Hello sim fans, Racing 393. So we're going to try rFactor 2. They've had a lot of drops beginning this week. So it's probably yesterday, Monday, they had the Daytona layout, the oval and the 24-hour course. They had an LMP car, Indy Car, and a GT3 M4 BMW. So we're going to take each one of those out. I'm not sure what track just yet. I don't think I'll do them all on the same track. I have tried these cars out before for a bit, but I'm having some real problems loading rFactor 2. It takes forever. I don't know why. I've had a fresh install and literally about half an hour. It's just too long. All the files, that takes forever. It could be that I've got an external hard drive which isn't particularly a quick one. It's just a USB external hard drive. Maybe that's the main problem, because I haven't got enough room on the PC, because all the hard drives came with the PC, with Windows on, and the other one that came internally, they're nearly full. That could be the reason. But yeah, we're going to take these three cars out for a spin. Not sure if I'd add them all on one video. It seems that the shorter the videos, people watch more of it. Either that, or people don't want to watch all me because they find me boring. I don't know. But once it's loaded up, I'll do what I can, and we'll get a few laps in, and I'll just give you my thoughts whilst I'm driving around. I'll see you shortly, but in real time, heaven knows, hours. Sim fans, Racing 393 for the final part of my rFactor 2 just run through on their new updates. Boy, has this taken a few days. The loading times are horrendous. Heaven knows what I'm going to have to do, but we're kind of here now, almost out of breath. Yeah, we're going to take this car around Indianapolis, the Brickyard. As you can see, I have set it to what they would use around that big oval. I'm not a huge fan of the way these look, by the way. I think they look better with a big wing on the back when they're in like road course configuration. Don't know, there's something not quite to my liking of the Indy cars. Can't quite put my finger on it. Almost looks a bit boat-like. I mean, I don't mind. I prefer the canopy than the flip-flop, which the F1 cars use. The halo. The halo's in this, but it's hidden more by bodywork, and it's more integrated. I think they've got to change just the way these cars. I mean, it's difficult to tell from a picture or a graphical representation, but that's my take on it anyway. We'll get this car sorted out on track, and I'll see you in Gasoline Alley. Incidentally, the graphic representation in this sort of where you select to race stays in the basic you know, road course. Got the big rear wing. Yeah, so that's just a little. I think they should change that, to be honest. But let's get into the car. Okay, here we are in pit lane. Gasoline alley. That wasn't an accent. The thing is, if I've got my track IR on it, kind of can see where I'm looking. Right, so we're in the pits, gasoline alley. I've done this. I've done a few laps on this before. No, let me talk about what I'm going around this. Sorry. Right. Okay. So we'll see how we go. So we're just coming out of the pits. I've had to do some narrative after because two reasons. One is I inadvertently had the mic switched off and I'd already started recording. I just couldn't be bothered to just restart. And second, it was quite late at night, so I didn't really want to be waking people up by me jabbering on. So you've got me doing this afterwards. If it looks a bit weird while I'm driving but not saying anything. So we've just got the car started. It's taken for age to get to this stage with rFactor. It seems to be running okay now. It just wouldn't load. So I just done a reconnaissance lap really. I mean, it was just to get a feel of the car. I mean, I have done a number of laps with this, recording previously, but I mean, the Indy Car itself does look pretty good. You can see that it's got the shield there, canopy. Strange, but it is what it is in real life. I'm just altering things like the brake bias there. I tend to run 51 or 52. To be honest with you, it might want changing, as you'll probably see later. But the track looks stunning. Again, this is rFactor 2's rendition of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Very, very impressed with the way it looks. So we sort of skipped forward a few laps, so we got some speed. It is, I feel, the car itself. You can probably hear the tyre squeal while it's going around the corners. I know I can turn the sound down on that part. Maybe I would have to. It's one of those nuances which is an important cue to have in sim racing, is the right amount of sound. It does sound like it's squealing around all the corners. I don't know if it would be doing that in real life. I don't think so. The right side tyres get really hot, especially the outside rear. I feel the car in its current setup is a little bit oversteer, which the Americans would call tight. So the front's turning in more, and the back you can't keep up with that. So we could perhaps induce a little bit more understeer, push, I would say. But yeah, you can see the car does sound quite nice where it's sort of wound up. I'm still trying to find my line of the oval, trying to get used to this sim. We do skip a lap ahead here or two, just to make it a bit easier. So we're going quicker and quicker. And what I'm trying to do here is walk my way to more the outside of the track from the inside. A little bit of a glitch there. So I'm more closer now down to the white line. But you don't want to go too low because that's where it starts to flatten out on the apron and the car will swap ends. The banking's not particularly very high at Indianapolis. I'm not sure of the exact degree off the top of my head. But you can hear the car. It does feel pretty good. As we come down towards the strike, we're going to actually skip another lap ahead. As we go there. The first corner is always, in my opinion, the trickiest corner on this oval. It carries so much speed into this, and then you've got the short chute down to turn 2. It's about trying to keep momentum up. I was lifting in the corners because the car in its stock version I don't think would have gone round in qualifying trim, they would be absolutely flat chat on the balls, flat out. 200. What are they doing now? 240, I think, at one stage, 230, 229. But you can see here we're coming down to turn 1. I think this is where the sort of the rear end sort of gives up. It gets very loose there. I mean, the speed that you would have been doing going round turn 1, you would have obliterated that car. It did lose a lot of speed, so the speed and the momentum definitely needs changing on this sim. But you'll see here we do the lap, the final lap now from a replay mode. I mean, even though I don't particularly like the look of the cars in this trim, because I've been watching Indianapolis in the past, to me, my brain's telling me it looks right because that's what they look like. So you see here, I'm on this sort of lap. I'm going down to the white line, a little bit loose there. I'm trying to stay as close to the wall within reason. And you'll see here where it starts to lose traction. I mean, I was actually doing well over 200 miles an hour when the back end went here. And I went down. Oh, it's not there, is it? It's the next lap. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, so we're doing another lap. It's winding it up even further. Like I was saying, trying to keep close to the wall. To encourage the car to suck itself along with the aerodynamic wings. There's not a lot of aero there with that rear wing. They want as least as possible. So a lot of that is going to be mechanical grip, and they've got with the fairing on the bodywork. So now as we come down to turn 1, I'll start again. We turn in well over 200 miles an hour, well over. And the back went, that's it. That would have been toast. That just isn't hard enough. That's like spinning at like 50 miles an hour. That definitely needs changing. So that'll do for now. It's a bit of a shorter video. Very impressed. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.